Is Urban Meyer going to coach in the NFL? I don't see it, but I don't know, man.
Let's do a 1, 2, let's do a 1, 2, 3 thumbs up or thumbs down between the three of us, and we'll see. All right, 1, 2, 3. Tony says yes.
Okay.
Kevin and I say no. Well, we're on record.
Do we have a particular location?
He takes one loss so hard, and I understand that the NFL is a different type of league where, you could sit there and drop 5 games and still go on and win the Super Bowl, but it's not like he's going to walk in and take over a team that's a 13-3 type of team or something like that. There are going to be a lot of losses in there. It would eat at his soul, and he would hate it. I can't imagine, and I just think that he's somebody who's much more into it for the teacher of young men or whatever, and not the coddling of mid-20, late 20-year-old some 20-something millionaires. I just don't think that it's his it's in his sweet spot.
So you don't think he can maintain that 91% winning percentage?
I agree. It seems strange, and I never thought he would be, because that's not his. First of all, it's not really his offense. And but now there's so much smoke, and I understand how much he hates losing, but in the NFL, a loss isn't losing. Losing is losing. Like 7 losses is losing. You have to be able to. 7 losses can get you in the playoffs. Losing is missing out on the playoffs, and I think being away from the game, I think he can understand that aspect of it, that everybody loses. And in college, the reason you can't lose is because if you lose once, then you cannot lose again. And so it's much more important. And so the NFL, you can lose. And if he goes to Jacksonville, he'll have Trevor Lawrence. So that's a pretty good start.
Yeah, my feeling is the health aspect plus the daughters and the grandkids and the son who's at UC. I think that it's a lot for him to leave Central Ohio and go somewhere else. Now, does he take Corey Dennis with him, and that would bring one of the daughters and their kids with them? And I'm not sure where his other daughter is living, if she's down south or if she's in Ohio or what. But, you got some different considerations to think about there, the health and the family. And, I think if you're a competitor, which we know he is, you want to compete at the highest level. And, the National Football League, he's still, relatively young enough that he could attack that and do a really good job with it. And, it's just, is his health going to be okay for him to be able to do it? And you guys have it right, that if he's going somewhere where a job's open, that team's not very good. Mike Vrabel really, I wouldn't say lucked into a good spot, but he found a great spot to get to the Final Four in his first year or second year, I guess. I don't know, whatever it was for him. But he's one of the few that take over a team and have that kind of unbridled success right out of the box. And if Meyer doesn't have that, is that going to eat him alive? And then his ulcers and his whatever are going to come back. And, the other thing is, I think in season, the quality of life for those people is not very good, because, they are playing a game every 6.5 days. And it is like a 100-hour preparation to get ready for that next game. It's a ridiculous amount of work that you have to put in, because the scouting and everything, my X is just as good as your O, basically, and you have to out-scheme us. And there's a lot of work that goes in to the game planning for those NFL teams. That's why the margin for error is so small in that league. It's how you see teams that you don't think are going to compete. New York Jets come in and beat teams that you figure are going to have a playoff run, Cleveland Browns, and it just kind of works out that way sometimes.